Welcome to Hoosac Valley High School and Northern Berkshire Community Television's High School Game of the Week, as it's a battle of the unbeatens. The Monument Mountain Spartans will take the court against the Hoosac Valley Hurricanes. Welcome everybody. Tim Morey alongside of my broadcast sidekicks, Rick Bua and John Franzoni, are really excited to bring to you tonight what we think is an outstanding matchup between two quality ball clubs early on here this season, both undefeated. Monument Mountain comes into this game with a record of 6-0. Hoosac Valley undefeated at 4-0. And Rick, these are two early season high-powered offenses.
Well, first of all, Tim, Happy New Year to all our viewers out there. And what a way to pick a game of the week. This is one of those games that you pretty much say, let's circle that game, make sure that we're there to cover it. And as you said, two great coaches, two great programs going at each other. Reminds me a lot of Monument playing Wacona, or Wacona coming here and playing Hoosac. Just great programs that has been sustained year in and year out. And they got some talent. Now, Monument's very young, one senior, we just noted. So,
well, John, Rick talked about one senior, and quite a senior he is. You're going to be treated to seeing two of the better players in Berkshire County for sure. Monument Mountain, their 1,000-point scorer, Khalil Carlson, a senior, 6'4", real force down low. And, of course, Frank Field, who's 22 points shy of 1,000 points himself.
Yeah, we got some great senior matchups here, starting with Field and Carlson. I also have two teams averaging 75 points a game. So, they have good supporting cast to back up what they're doing on the court with the seniors. I mean, Hoosac has 5 players averaging double digits, which is impressive. And Monument has 2 players in double figures with Manny Brown joining Carlson, and then 3 other players in that 7 to 8 range. So we're going to see good balance on offense tonight. But the contrast is both teams give up about 50 points a game. So what's going to win, the defense or the offense tonight? We'll see.
Well, it's interesting, one of the keys to the game, I don't know, it's both these teams score at a pretty high clip, but the question I think is really whether that high-paced game favors Hoosac Valley, or they're going to try to slow it down and keep the game a low-scoring affair.
Yeah, when you get into a game where it's so going to be high intensity, close game, it's a little different than when you're playing. I mean, both teams have won quite a few games by double digits. So when you get into a game where it's a close, evenly matched game, it's a little tougher to maintain that offensive pace and intensity. And, of course, who can keep their best players on the court, too, because foul trouble is something that sometimes enters in one of these types of high-pressure games.
Right. And, Rick, we just talked about Khalil Carlson, the great forward for Monument Mountain, of course, Frank Field. But these teams have other players who have had good seasons so far and will play an important part in this game.
yeah, and one of the things we noticed, Tim, at the very beginning of the season was Coach Robinson chose 9 young men to play on his varsity team this year. And, he probably goes generally 7 deep, but all 5 starters, as John Franzoni had mentioned, are averaging double figures. And these kids are coming along. It doesn't have to be Frank Field and Joey McGovern like maybe it was last year. These kids are coming into their own. Bradley is a sophomore. Wicks is a sophomore. Moynihan is as an 8th grader in the starting lineup. He's got great shooters. He's always going to be overmatched a little bit size-wise, and certainly is tonight. But it always finds a way. Coach Robinson always finds a way to tackle that problem when the game starts.
John, Rick alluded to the youth here that's on display here, especially for Hoosac Valley, the 3 sophomores, and, of course, an 8th grader at Moynihan. They've done well so far this year. They're pretty composed, but this really is probably the biggest game of the year for them. It'd be interesting, especially the 8th grader Moynihan.
Yeah, this will be the game that tests 8th grader. You come in to play 4 varsity games and play very well, but they haven't played a team of Monument's caliber yet, and that'll be a big test for him. But one thing Coach Robinson always does a great job of is he controls the pace with his game plan. So it'll be interesting to see what he comes up with a wrinkle tonight to slow down this high-powered Monument offense.
It'll be interesting. And it's, speaking of young people, I think there's another young guy here sitting down here. Is that Jorge Bond sitting down there in front
It
of
is,
us?
yeah. Jorge Bond,
the
the
freshman.
ninth grade freshman guard at Drury, is here to watch the action. And there's nothing like a young athlete, Tim, on a school night that doesn't have a game, finds a way to get into a gymnasium.
Well, we've got a real nice crowd here, Hoosac Valley, here for this midweek ball game. People want to see this matchup between these two outstanding ball clubs. And we've got a veteran officiating crew here as well tonight, John.
Representatives will not be tolerated and are bound to remove from the contest this evening. Noise speakers, horns, bells, or whistles are also prohibited and will result in your removal from the gym here tonight. On behalf of all of us from Hoosac Valley, we thank you for your cooperation. And now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First for the visitors to a monument. Starting at guard, junior, number 1, Manny Brown. At guard, junior, number 14, Griffin McElroy. At guard, junior, number 3, Isaiah Giefner. At forward, junior, number 24, Sebastian Ramirez. And at forward, senior, number 32, Julio Carlson.
And that's the starting lineup for Monument Mountain and now for the Hurricanes.
And now let's meet the starters for your Hoosac Valley Hurricanes. Starting at guard, junior, number 5, Will Hanks. At forward, senior, number 22, Kaden Tatro. At forward, sophomore, number 25, Cornell Bradley.
And I think they're going to need a lot out of Bradley tonight down low to try to neutralize that size advantage, John.
Yeah, we saw him play last year at Drury where he dominated the boards. He's got to do the same thing tonight against this bigger Monument crew.
And we're going to take a break now and pause for our national anthem.
At this time, fans, please rise, direct your attention towards the flag as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
And as we mentioned, guys, experienced officiating crew here tonight. John, you've had some experience with these guys back in your coaching days, and basically they let them play.
Yeah, this is going to be a good crew for this game. They're officials that are going to let these kids play, let them win the basketball game, see who outplays who else. It's not going to be decided by fouls tonight, I don't think.
Okay, both teams got the final instructions here, and we're just about ready to go for this one. Looking forward to Monument and Hoosac Valley, the only two boys teams in Berkshire County undefeated. And here we go. And Monument controls the tip right out. And it goes to Isaiah Kiefner. And we're going to watch Manny Brown. He averages 13.5 points a game. And he misses the first one, and Hoosac Valley comes away with it. Monument into the man-to-man. Carlson and Field. Step back. No good there, and it's going to go out. So both teams have missed the opening shots.
Come on, see a little bit that Hoosac wants to control pace because Bradley had leaked out there, but they didn't throw the ball to him. They want to get this game in a half court, it looks like, early.
Right. Well, we're going to be watching that. Pace will be important in this one. Brown, a jumper. He's got it again for 3. Manny Brown. Hoosac breaks that press there by Monument and gets it into the front court. Field on top. And good pressure there. Will Hakes off the field. And Carlson on him like a glove.
That's the one player they're going to try to slow down at least a little bit tonight.
And great drop down and score, and it's going to count it just at the buzzer.
It's a great cut to the basket by Bradley. Good ball movement by Hoosac Valley.
And as you said, John, they used all that shot clock. And they're going to call travel out on front against Ramirez. So it goes back to the Hurricanes here. They trail 3-2, 6:22, opening moments of this one.
Monument going to try to force some pace here with their pressure.
It was a
good job by Will Hakes there.
Yeah, navigate that pressure. And there's Field looking. And he's got Hakes in the corner. Misses the 3 ball. And a ball stolen away by Field. Good hands there. Hoosac Valley's got a break. Ahead to Hakes. Step back 3 does not go for McGovern. And here comes Monument again.
Well, Carlson, not just does he box out well, but boy, does he jump.
Oh, they're going to call a hold there. And that's a first team foul. That's going to go against Field.
You can see Monument's looking to push in every possession, too. Hoosac's doing a great job of getting back on D.
Nice look underneath.
Oh, finds Brown on a beautiful backdoor cut. And Brown, he's got 5 points here. He's got all the points. And there's a steal. And Brown can't get it to go. Bradley comes out of there quickly. Ahead to Tatro. And he lays it in.
Caden Tatro getting a start tonight, already on the scoreboard.
5-4 Monument here. And Carlson. Down the lane doesn't go. But Monument on the offensive boards. Brown again from the corner, misses this one. And it's going to stay with Monument. No, they're going to give it to Hoosac Valley. 4:55 to go, first quarter, and Monument leads by 1, 5-4.
My best guess, John and Tim, is that 2 of the Monument players, Carlson and Guit Ramirez, they look to be 6'4" apiece, at least. Good-sized kids.
Will Hakes doesn't get that jumper.
Yeah, there's a definite size advantage for Monument, that's for sure.
Brown misses the short bunny jumper, and it stays with Monument.
Hoosac's doing a good job, though, on defense, keeping Monument on the outside, though. A lot of jump shots early in the game so far.
And Carlson. Ramirez. Carlson slashing to the basket, and he scores. And you can see why he's a 1,000-point scorer.
Very patient looking for his shot also.
Yes. That's his first shot of the game, and foul on that play. And that's going to send it Hakes to the line.
It's interesting if you didn't know who was who. Brown's come out firing for Monument, and Carlson been very patient.
Exactly.
Carlson's dished off on every possession. Carlson's got great court presence. He just sees everything so well, and he's very unselfish.
Yeah, very composed.
So now they're not calling it a shooting foul, so Hoosac Valley will take the ball out underneath their own basket. And that ball stolen away there. On the steal is McElroy. He's going to lay it in. Quick hands there by Griffin McElroy. And it's a 5-point Monument lead.
You can see early in this game, Monument's really trying to use their defense to get into transition. They've done a good job getting some steals.
Field turnaround. Doesn't get it to go. And Monument clears the boards again. And they are looking to run at every opportunity. Stolen away. And McGovern on the breakout. Nice steal there by Field and McGovern. That's his first bucket of the night.
Hoosac showing a lot of poise. And I agree with John. Great defense, too.
Again, stolen away. Good defense, as you said, Rick.
They kind of forced it in that time to Carlson.
And
what a nice move by Joe McGovern.
Slashing basket by McGovern. That's his second.
I was getting ready to blow my whistle for travel, and he just worked it right to the hoop.
Kept his dribble alive. 9-8 now, Monument. Hoosac Valley on a little bit of a run here. Ramirez down low, and Nate's going to rattle
Gets
it
the
home.
bounce.
That's Ramirez's first hoop. 11-8, Monument. 2:56 to go in this first quarter. Monument continuing to press. McGovern slashed to the basket.
Oh, no call, yeah.
Yeah, no call. Here comes Carlson. This is a breakaway. And he
misses the dunk. Oh, turnover.
Those kind of passes aren't going to go tonight, that's for sure. And
there's a nice strong move to the hoop by Guit to Ramirez.
Yeah, lazy passes are not going to go tonight. That's for sure. Another steal there.
Yeah, Hoosac's got to do. They've done a good job most of the game of taking care of the basketball, but when they don't, Monument attacks them in a hurry going in a transition.
And Aiden Wicks and Trevor Moynihan are going to enter the game now for Hoosac Valley with 2:18 to go in this first quarter. Tied up, it'll go over to Hoosac there.
It's a good play by Moynihan getting in the post to help with Carlson put the ball down.
He wasn't afraid to take on the big guy.
Not at all.
They have numbers. Field, step back, doesn't go. Ball almost stolen away by Moynihan. Long three-pointer, doesn't go, and it's cleared away there by Brown. Ball stolen away. Quick hands there by the 8th grader Moynihan. Had beautiful pass.
Nice pass to Bradley. 4 for Bradley in the first quarter.
A great look by McGovern.
Yeah, McGovern seems to be playing very composed here so far, John.
He's had a couple good dishes to Bradley.
And a three-pointer by Brown. He's got 8 already here. 16-10, Monument.
A nice look underneath. Wicks lays it in. Wow.
McGovern to Wicks.
McGovern was so excited. But great look.
16-12, Monument here. 1:05 to go in this first quarter. McElroy. Down the lane. Doesn't get it to go. Put back is good. And Kiefner, he's got his first hoop. And again, ball stolen. And Kiefner missed the. Carlson missed a bunny.
He missed a bunny and a dunk.
That is a break.
And McGovern misses on the other end.
Monument Mountain has.
This time he
the
just lays it
numbers.
in.
Yep.
Probably didn't want to face his coach after missing 2 dunks.
Definitely not.
Did the smart thing.
Right.
That's the smartest thing you can do.
Frank Field to the basket, score it. 12 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Kind of a big basket for Hoosac Valley there. Break that little bit of a run for Monument. And that is off the mark, and that's going to close out the first quarter of play here, and it was fast-paced to say the least, and after one, it's Monument leading 20-14, and the pace, I think, definitely favors Monument Mountain, John.
Yeah, I think Monument's playing the pace they want to get this game going up and down the court, having defense control. I think some of those good looks, Hoosac's getting in the half court with those one-handed passes that McGovern's made, great looks, but in the full court, that's what's getting Hoosac in a little bit of trouble, some of those little casual passes like that. You can't do that in the full court. You can do it in the half court.
Not against this Monument team, Rick. They're very fast on defense.
They're both fast, Tim, and they've got great ball handlers on both ends. So Hoosac's going to have a little bit more problems because of the size of the Monument kids, and they're very quick, but he's got the guards in there. And when Moynihan and Wicks went in late in the first quarter, it's going to change the game a little bit. I think Hoosac Valley is going to close this gap as the second quarter starts.
It's little things too, because I mean, you mentioned Carlson, right? Missed a dunk, missed a layup. Those are the things in these kind of games you can't do if you want to win that basketball game. They could easily be up by 10 points right now. Now it's 6. So Hoosac has got to take advantage of that early in the second quarter.
Okay, we're about ready to begin the second quarter of play here, and it's Monument with the 6-point lead, 20-14. In the game now for Monument is Sean Scarborough, number 4, and number 33, Dominic Kalude. And there's Brown. Oh, good three-pointer there.
That was deep, very deep.
Whoa. And
McElroy.
with some defense in his face. And Moynihan gets away from the pressure. Field will take a 3-ball and
Got
hit
it.
it. Frank Field, that's a big basket for Hoosac Valley. He's got 5 now for the Hurricanes. And it's a 6-point Monument lead, 23-17. That jumper is, and kind of on the follow.
They fouled
there
the
by
shots
Keith.
very well.
Yeah, the guards are very active for Monument on the boards.
Oh, pass stolen. And Brown. And he has been lights out, and that's going to be a timeout for Hoosac Valley. They trail here 28-17, and I'll tell you, Manny Brown has been impressive.
Yeah, 11
offensively.
points. 11 points early off 3 threes and a basket. Monument just does a great job of turning defense into offense. They get a steal. They're just looking to get those tips and go the other way, and they all set their feet and shoot the ball well, and their spacing is excellent on offense. I mean, they started the second quarter with Carlson on the bench, and they made a nice run to get it to an 11-point game.
In a game like this, you have to take care of the ball. You really cannot have unforced turnovers, lazy passes. You got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, it's uncharacteristic of Coach Robinson's team. They probably haven't seen this type of pressure so far this year. They'll work it out, but there were a lot of unforced passes, Tim, like you said, especially late in the first quarter and right away here to start the second quarter.
And Monument does a thing that's tough on a smaller team. They put their big player, Carlson, at first, now another player at the head of the press. So they get those hands in the passing lane. And if you don't ball fake and go low, they're going to get tips all day and really kill you in transition.
Okay, Hoosac Valley will have the ball. As we coming out of the timeout, they trail by 11, 28-17.
Here's that pressure.
And the 8th grader handles that pressure pretty well. And it's going to be a turnover on the side. That foul is going to go against Wicks. You can't get caught on that sideline.
It was a good move by Monument coming out of that timeout to go to away from the diamond press into a 2-2-1. Seemed to confuse Hoosac a little bit.
Kiefner. And penetration there. Blocked off.
Nice
And
box
a
out
nice
there by
rebound
Moynihan.
there by
Wow.
Moynihan. Wow.
Smallest kid on the court did the job.
Field for 3. Back rims it. Look good from here.
Great ball movement here by the Spartans.
Double team in the corner there. And Carlson and Christian Blanchard are going to come into the game for a Monument. Now we got a big size advantage here down low for Monument, with Kaludi and Carlson into the game. Ball almost stolen away. Moynihan very active defensively so far here.
It makes his presence is a difference. Forget about how old he is and what grade he's at.
And there it is again on those hands.
His hands are on the ball every time.
Oh, rebound there. Kaludi. And he's got it for 3.
Coach Coles has got some kids that can throw that three
They
ball.
are not afraid to shoot it.
Kaludi in the scoring column. Just a sophomore, too, a big boy.
Field back on the boards. Oh, got a chance to convert a three-pointer there. Rolled off the rim, but he's going to go to the line and shoot a pair.
It's the first foul on Monument in this game. Only one for each team.
Yeah, exactly. And we said it at the outset, John. You were right that the officials, they're letting them play.
Let them play. And I think Monument too. They're very disciplined with their pressure. They're not looking to get up and pressure the ball so much hit their hands in the passing lanes and then force you into the trapping areas like around midcourt. They do a really good job of guiding you where they want you to go to get the trap.
Oh, he missed them both. So it remains 31-17. 5 minutes to go here in this first half. Ball stolen away, and Carlson gets it back. And on the possession arrow goes to Hoosac Valley. Good hustle there.
Yeah, Hoosac's gone to a little bit of a zone, trying to change up the pace a little bit. And it's confusing Monument the last 2 possessions.
Finally get to see who's in a little half-court offense. Been breakaway layups and press.
And there is McGovern back rims that
Yeah,
one.
it was online, just a little bit hard.
Stolen away. And McGovern down and again. And they're going to go. That's going to put Moynihan at the line for a pair. That foul is going to go against Manny Brown. And Trevor Moynihan will go and shoot a pair. Hoosac trails it here, 31-17, 4:25 to go in the first half.
You know, it's interesting because you want your shooters to shoot the ball with confidence, right? So the last couple of possessions for Hoosac right in front of us, they've had, I think it was Field and McGovern both shoot threes that were right on line. They both started to kind of fade down the other end. The ball came right back at them. It's one of those things that's tough to teach your kids. You want them to have confidence, but you also got to follow your shot.
Right. And Moynihan gets them both. So it's now a 12-point Monument lead, 31-19. Kaludi from the corner misses that one. Field with a strong rebound.
Way up there.
Kicks it ahead to Wicks. His three-pointer doesn't go. And back comes Monument. Almost thrown away. And in post there. Good entry pass.
That's
there.
his spot, I think, right in that paint. Six points for Carlson here in the first half.
Wicks right to the basket.
Beautiful
Score.
job.
Wicks, he's got his first basket. I'm sorry, second basket. He's got 4 points. Ludi misses the short jumper, but
They are tough off the boards. McElroy with the basketball.
and they're going to call a 3-second violation there.
Monument's starting to exert their influence on the boards a little bit. A lot too many second shots here. Who's just got to take care of that because you can't win the basketball game, get up second and third opportunities.
Right. 3:07 to go in this first half. It's a 12-point Monument lead, 33-21. Moynihan brings this ball into the front court. And it stays with Hoosac Valley. And
Monument's pretty solid with their half-court man.
Yeah.
They help well, they
Man
move
to
their
man.
feet well.
Field to the basket against Carlson. Gets his own rebound. Real struggle underneath there. Ball on the floor, and they're going to call a foul on the floor, and that's going to go. That's going to go against Matt Wittick. And that's the second team foul for Hoosac Valley. Not many fouls called, as you indicated, John, in this one.
And both teams are doing a good job playing with their feet. They're not reaching a lot. There's nothing cheap going on here. It's good, solid, fundamental, half-court, man-to-man basketball.
McElroy takes it against Moynihan, drops it down to Carlson, and that is going to be tough for Hoosac Valley to defend. And he's got 8 points now. And Moynihan bounced off a dribble, gets it to Hakes. And some good man-to-man defense by Monument here. Bradley almost stolen away. 7 on the shot clock. Field long three-pointer, got it. Oh, wow. Way downtown. But that was great defense.
Yeah, Monument's footwork is tremendous on defense.
And Carlson
Also
comes
another
back.
one.
And just like that, he's got 10 points here
Yeah,
in the
you can
first
see
half.
you can see exactly what I thought he was. He's just a very good down low post player too.
Ball stolen away on the foul is Bradley. And that's going to put Isaiah Kiefner on the line for Monument. He'll shoot a pair with 1:06 to go here in this first half.
Monument's just showing, even though we said they only had one senior, just showing good leadership, good composure, and playing in Cheshire tonight. They've done a great job of not getting down when Hoosac does something positive against them. They played great defense on Hoosac. Field buries a three. They go right back at him, score, get a steal, come right back at him again, get a foul.
And Kiefner gets 1 of 2 and makes it a 14-point lead for Monument. Isolating Field up on top. They had him triple team that time. Moynihan thought about it for a minute. Can isolate. Again, good man-to-man defense there by Monument. And the drop down. And score it there by Ramirez.
6 for him on this half.
Yes. And Moynihan is going to be fouled on his way to the basket. 24 seconds to go here in this first half. And you can see here, John, how this Monument team is such a high-powered offense. They put 5 people on that floor that can score the basketball.
Right, they go to their bench and they bring players off their bench that can score. They play great defense. They can score in a half court. They can score in a full court. They're an impressive team.
3 for 3 for Moynihan from the line.
And it really starts with their defense, I think, both in the full court and the half court.
I agree. They've really gotten Hoosac Valley out of their game with that defensive pressure.
Right, I would say everything that Hoosac's done tonight has been contested. They've, in a half court and the full court, they've earned 25 points now.
Perfect from the floor, from the free throw line. 4 for 4.
40-26 now. 18 seconds to go in the first half. Monument with the 14-point lead. McElroy will run that offense. Hoosac Valley now drop back into a zone.
So often do we say they're looking for the last shot, and very seldom does the team get that last shot. Something comes up.
And there's a shot by McElroy from the corner. Doesn't go, and the putback isn't good either. And that's going to do it for a fast-paced first half of basketball here at Hoosac Valley. The score at halftime is Monument 40 and Hoosac 26. And we talked about the beginning of the ball game, guys, and it looked like Monument, with their defensive pressure, was played the game at their pace.
Yeah, Monument is I think, dictated the pace in this basketball game. The first couple of possessions, there was Hoosac trying to run some half court, but Monument is not going to let them do that. They're going to force pressure every chance they can. And the thing that's tough about Monument is you need to break that pressure, and they're playing some half-court defense. They're a tremendous half-court, man-to-man defensive team.
You would never guess they had one senior, I can tell you that much. But you can learn a lot about a team once you get to see them and stop reading about them. And they're very impressive.
Absolutely. Well, that's going to do it for the first half of action. We're going to take a break here at Hoosac Valley. We're going to be back with a recap of the first half and second half action. Stay tuned. The score at halftime is Monument 40 and Hoosac Valley 26. Okay, we're back here at halftime at Hoosac Valley. The score, Monument Mountain 40, Hoosac Valley 26. Rick, you got a rundown of the scoring in the first half.
I do, Tim. Yeah, we'll start first of all for the Hoosac Valley Hurricanes. No surprise they were led by Frank Field, who started a little bit slow and had a really good second quarter. He's got 8 points on 2 threes. 4 points apiece for Joey McGovern, Aiden Wicks, Trevor Moynihan, and Quanell Bradley. So very balanced scoring, like Coach Robinson gets game in and game out from these kids, and a bucket for Caden Tatro very early in the ball game. For Mighty Mountain, they're led by so far by the 2 leading scorers. No surprise again. Khalil Carson leading the way with 10 points. Manny Brown leading the way with 11. Carlson with 10. 5 apiece for Kiefner and McElroy. 6 for Guit and Ramirez. And a 3-pointer for Dominic Colludi for their 40 points.
And John, as we talked off camera, as impressive as Monument is offensively, it really starts with their defense.
Right, they're just impressive both in the full court where they went to both a diamond press and a 2-2-1, and in a half court where they're even more impressive with that solid man-to-man defense that's made Hoosac really earn everything they could in the half court. They've not given them one single shot that's been uncontested, and the key with their pressure is that when they create a turnover, they got their best finisher right at the top of that press with Carlson. So if you turn the basketball over against them, they're going to go and hurt you in transition with a basket by either Brown, Carlson, or somebody else filling the lane.
Fast-paced first half, and nobody in foul trouble. There's very few fouls called. Again, you predicted it, with the this senior officiating crew of Bill Berry, Todd Andrews, and Kurt Chalana. They let them play, and it really was fast-paced and very clean.
Yeah, a well-played game. Both teams really move their feet well on defense, and they're trying to dictate what they want to have happen. And I think the offenses are very patient, too. They're not forcing things and getting into contact situations. I think the one key thing we talked about is that who just got to take care of the basketball a little better in the second half if they want to get back in this contest.
Yeah, Rick, against a team like Monument Mountain, it's so high-powered and it's pressing, you can't turn the ball over.
No, I mean, that's the way they play their game. I think if you see a lot of Monument Mountain games, you're probably seeing the exact same thing. Coach Colas is going to play this type of defense, that swarming pressure. And, they got their hands up, and they're athletic, they're quick, and they're big. And they run the court really, really well. And that's why it's so difficult now. Very rarely do we see a half-court offense on either side. I like both schools' chances in a half-court offense. I think they're if you could flip a coin. But the difference has been the turnovers and the points off those turnovers.
All right, Monument Mountain will have the ball first out of the half. And they've got their starting squad back on the court, and Griffin McElroy is going to run the things on offense for the Spartans. Carlson explodes to the basket and scores. Beautiful move to the basket for Carlson. He's got 12 now, and it's a 16-point Monument lead. And that's going to turn it over. And just as we talked about, you cannot have unforced errors, and that was an unforced error there.
Right, you have to make every possession count right now, especially when you're down early in the third period. That was just an unforced error.
We'll see if Hoosac can get on a little run here. A little bit at a time. Take a little chunk out of the lead.
Kiefner finds Brown, who's got Bradley on him. Misses that, and a nice rebound by Bradley. And they're going to need more of that from the sophomore. Crossover dribble there by McGovern. He's going to miss it. And they're going to call a foul on the outside.
Yeah, Bradley.
It'll be against Bradley.
Going back to Bradley's rebound in that last possession, he does a great job of high pointing the rebound. He goes up with two hands strong, and he gets it at the height of his jump and really plays bigger than his size inside there.
Just a sophomore. And he's going to cover Manny Brown here on this set. Yeah,
nice give and go there
by Carlson.
Guit Ramirez.
He's got a very balanced scoring. Field into the front court. He's bumped off there by Carlson. And he'll go up and be fouled.
Oh, it's a nice job by Frank. He was looking for an outlet, but, I give him a lot of credit for keeping that ball alive and fighting hard and getting a whistle for it.
Very quick off his feet, Frank, for a guy his size. He plays bigger than he is as well.
That's a good lesson for a younger player. He got his first shot blocked, got the ball back, stayed composed, gave a ball fake, got fouled, got to the line.
And uncharacteristically, Frank is 0 for 3 from the foul line here. But he grabs that one. And he's got 9 points on the night. And a shot there. 44-27, Monument. And Wicks. Into the game for Hoosac Valley, David Decker.
They are setting up very high. 6 on the shot clock.
Field step back, doesn't go. And on the rebound, Wicks doesn't go. And rebounding action, it's going to be a foul on the rebound, so the ball will stay. Let's see what that was on. I thought it was on Monument Mountain. It is, and Hoosac Valley will inbound here.
Called on Ramirez, that's his second. Good aggressive play on the boards by Hoosac. Get some second and third opportunities. That's the kind of effort they're going to need to get back in this ball game.
They trail by 17 here at Monument, 44-27, 5:46 to go here in this third quarter. Timeout here, a little moisture on the floor.
Couple of upcoming games, guys, for Monument Mountain. I call them key games, not league games, but they got Cape Cod Academy on January 13th. And one I'm kind of looking forward to on January 30th, the Spartans will be playing the Taconic Thunder. They've already played PHS and, of course, squeaked one out 54-52 over the Generals.
Yeah, they won that one on a last-second shot by Carlson. And a lot of isolation, one-on-one there for Field.
Now, Carlson did a great job shutting Frank off there.
And there's 15 seconds on the shot clock. And there's a steal. Field is able to get it back, but that's going to be a 30-second violation. And they scored it. The ball was loose.
Kiefner with 7 points. And remember, Coach Robinson goes probably 2 off his bench. You got to be in great shape. Go the minutes these kids have been going.
And Field can't get that one to roll. Gets his own oh, that's Bradley.
Bradley snuck in there right behind Frank.
Strong rebound and putback by Bradley. He's got 6 points now. And they're going to call a foul there.
Who's just doing a nice job in the second half of getting second and third shots, and it's paying off for them. They got to do a little more of that and also hit those first shots, too,
right.
Of course.
And I'll tell you, Frank Field looks like he is really exhausted.
Yeah. He's played every minute tonight, and he's it's been a tough game to
play.
Very
very exhausted, Tim. I agree 100%.
The old sign there, you got your hands on your hips. That's usually a pretty good sign.
And these kids are in shape.
Exactly.
They are in shape. But everybody playing the game of basketball, just like in hockey, you need a break. Coach Robinson feels that he needs to keep his best player in the game at this time.
47-29 Monument. 4:25 to go in this third quarter. And that shot blocked, but Decker on the rebound. And they're going to call a travel here.
I think the tough thing, too, you talk about that matchup with Field. I mean, Field and Carlson are matched up on both ends of the court, but Coach Cole has been able to get a little bit of a rest here and there for Carlson, where Fields had to stay in the game the whole time.
And Carlson misses the bunny.
He's missed a few of those tonight.
Moynihan comes out of there with the rebound. Ahead. And the putback by Field.
Good job by Frank following that shot by Bradley.
And they're going to call a foul in the open court. And Frank Field is, I think he's asking to come on. He is really, really tired out there. It's a 16-point Monument lead. Ramirez, Carlson, good for three. You see that range by Carlson.
That's not his MO, but he can shoot the basketball.
Yeah, like I said, he only made one before that, but he shot it with confidence, and it looked good. Right from that, coming out of his hand, it looked good right away.
To the basket goes
McElroy
with a twisting move. Put back by Decker goes. David Decker has his first basket. And they're going to call an offensive foul on Carlson there. Nice move by Wicks defensively. 3:02 to go here in this third quarter, and it's been all Monument here. They lead by 19, 52-33.
You know, John, I like what you said in the first half. You know, these kids come off the bench, and you don't lose anything.
No, they have a solid rotation for Monument.
Oh, beautiful
Nice.
entry pass there. Moynihan to Bradley. Good action against that Monument press there. Bradley has 8 points now. Nice pass play inside. Doesn't go, but Moody. Oh, entrance pass there. Beautiful play. And as you pointed out, John, several times, very unselfish by this Monument squad.
Yeah, they move the basketball very well. They look for each other, and it's a tough matchup for any team on defense.
They do a great job shutting off the drive to the paint. These teams are so well coached. I admire both these head coaches.
Right, you don't see players out of position on either team. They play very well on both ends of the court and make it tough to score.
Field.
Oh, wow.
What a turnaround
And
jumper.
he had Carlson all over him, Tim.
Absolutely.
He found space. It's very hard for kids to do
And
that.
an answer there by Brown.
That's the thing that Monument does so well. Even when you score, they come right back at you quickly, looking for their shot.
Yeah, you've got to be absolutely aware at all times defensively. 57-37, Monument by 20 here. A minute 25 to go in the third quarter. And they're going to call Moynihan on the end line, so that'll turn over to Monument.
Well, that's not the whistle he wanted. I think he was hoping for a foul.
Right.
I can't overemphasize these great ball handlers.
And a putback there by Carlson on the offensive action.
It's not all about the fatigue, but it has set in deeply right now.
Carlson with 19. Moynihan down the lane. His
nice little
shot
floater.
rolls in. That's Moynihan's first basket. And count it for Carlson, 4-3.
I looked up the stats before this game, gentlemen, and I saw Carlson with 1-3 for the season. He's got two within 5 minutes.
Yeah, I guess he can make them, right?
He's got 12 in this quarter, too.
Right.
He's really taken over the game. Confidence is a big thing in basketball, and he's playing with it.
Frank wanted to drive badly, but all you could see was maroon.
And they're going to call an offensive foul
Sorry,
there
Decker,
on the
yeah.
pick action against Decker. So 10 seconds to go. Might will have a chance here at the last shot.
It's a good point, too. Monument, every time Field has the ball, if they ball screen for him, they step out and hedge, so he's going to see two defenders in front of him at all times. They've really worked hard tonight to make him earn his points.
Absolutely, John. I was thinking the same thing. Frank Field has worked so hard for every point he's got.
And he's earned everything he's gotten tonight, John. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
But he's out there. Yeah. That'll do it for the third quarter of action here as Monument Mountain has broken this one open here. We played 3 at Hoosac Valley, and the score after 3 is Monument Mountain 62, Hoosac Valley 39.
And Tim and John, you know, a few moments ago I talked about some key games that Monument Mountain had coming up. For the Hoosac Valley Hurricanes, a couple that caught my eye other than league action is at Brewster Academy on January 10th, and another invite, which John and I talked about on High School Basketball Weekly, Tim, the honor that has been bestowed on Hoosac Valley High School for the last few seasons, and they're going to be taking on Pioneer Valley right now, 7-0. That'd be a great ball game down there to start that whole Hoop Hall Classic.
Right, that's always a wonderful event. The local teams play the first day, both boys and girls, and they have some great matchups. That's a great matchup. Pioneer, outstanding team, John.
Right. I mean, 7-0. I mean, it's nice with the Hoop Hall Classic. There's all kinds of national games over the weekend, but they kick it off with a real classic Western Mass battle with Hoosac taking on Pioneer, which is going to be another obviously tough battle for Hoosac. But these are the kind of games that Coach Robinson wants to play to get his team ready for the tournament.
And you can get a look at Pioneer. Drury will also play Pioneer this year, and I think I'm not sure they play them twice. I'll have to look at that schedule, but Drury's going to play Pioneer.
Yeah, it's in the same league in the Hampshire South, Tim, so it is a home and home, yeah.
It's a good call. He established himself in the front court and then caught it and stepped. It was just a tough play for Wicks. There's nothing he could do about that.
Right. Kiefner down the lane, doesn't get it to go. Wicks breaks it out to Field. Oh, nice move by Field.
Great power move.
He's got 15 on the night. He's closing in. He needs 22
to
get to 1,000. Carlson up and under, doesn't go. And Moynihan wheels it out of there.
He doesn't disappoint, guys. He's an incredible young basketball player.
Wicks down the lane. His shot gets blocked. And Manny Brown with the breakout. Bradley. Oh, nice shot over Bradley.
Oh, that's great control.
Manny Brown.
16 unofficial points for Manny Brown.
Hey, he's a great job. He had 4 threes tonight. Goes to the basket well. Handles against pressure. Impressive player.
You can't tell what the score is when you're watching the ball game with Monument Mountain. They play the same. They play 32 minutes of basketball the same way, hard.
And Field now isolated out on top. And the shot clock doesn't go. Field gets the rebound, puts it up and score it. Got a chance for a 3-point play. Boy, I'll tell you.
I don't know how he's doing it. He is gassed out there, and he is very, very impressive. What a strong kid.
Just working hard every possession to get a good shot.
Yeah. He backsrims it. He had a tough time from the foul line, but
slap foul there, Matt Whittick on Carlson.
Right. I think you can see it a little bit with Fields' free throws, right? You can see that's where they'll show if they're tired or not. And he's given everything he's got tonight, but he's pretty gassed.
And that's going to go over to Hoosac Valley on a turnover.
Good thing about it, Hoosac's played some pretty solid half-court defense tonight, and Monument still has 64 points with 6 minutes left.
Exactly right. All right, Moynihan now into the front court. Up and under, doesn't go.
Good attempt.
And the breakout. And Kiefner gets the breakaway. And a violation on the inbound. Go back to Monument.
And it does with Monument too. I mean, Kiefner, if it's not Brown attacking the basket, it's Kiefner. If it's not, McElroy comes in, he plays some point. He's had some good drives to the basket. And of course, you got Carlson and other big guys in there too.
They're so deep.
And Frank Field's going to check out of the game. And Carlson.
Almost impossible to stop.
68-43.
That's 24 for Carlson now.
And Hakes up and under, doesn't go. And Monument. And they are able to leak out here. Manny Brown. 70-43 here. Step back there, doesn't go. And not for Whittick. On the turnover. So Hoosac Valley here will suffer their first loss of the season if things hold as they expect them to hold. And Miami remains unbeaten, and they are a tough team. And I'll tell you, they are going to be a tough out in Division 4.
Very much, Tim. I totally agree.
For the state tournament. They're going to be right in the mix, I think.
Absolutely.
And you can tell with the schedule that Randy's taken on here for his team. I mean, they've gone down and played Clinton, who they played in the tournament last year. They played Pittsfield early on the road. They come to Hoosac. So they've won 3 tough road games in very impressive fashion.
Oh, nice pass by Moynihan to Will Hakes. That's a good point, John. He certainly has scheduled put together a schedule that'll test his team in the regular season. Yeah, Carlson to the basket.
Right, he certainly challenged his team, and they're living up to the challenge.
I've got Carlson now for 28 points here.
As do I.
Yep.
I might not say unofficial anymore.
First free throw of the night.
Right.
Finished the night with 29 points. Manny Brown's got 20 points.
4:04 to go here. It's Miami in control, 75-45. And it's been a very, very impressive performance by the Spartans, and you can see why they are undefeated. And there's Moynihan down the lane. Oh, good pass, and score it to Whittick.
Matt Whittick.
Both Will Hakes and Matt Whittick both getting the scoring column here in the last minute or so.
And give the assist to Moynihan there. Beautiful drop-off pass on the penetration.
The thing about Monument, too, as much as you got the 49 points combined from their 2 big stars, Brown and Carlson, you also have 7 from Kiefner, 8 from McElroy, and 8 from Guete Ramirez. So, really well-balanced team.
Yeah, you look down the road here with this squad. Coach Coldis, he's got size, he's got some speed, he's got some shooting, ball handling. He's got the pretty well. He's got a pretty good package here, and it's going to put him in good stead here in the Division 4 tournament.
They put 5 players on the court that can all handle the basketball. They put 5 players on the court that can all score. Same thing, 5 players that all defend really well too. So it's a really tough, balanced. They play both ends of the court very well, and it's impressive to watch them.
There's probably very little choose between Monument Mountain, Taconic, and PHS.
I agree with you.
And we'll see how things play out during the season, but pretty even teams right there. PHS and Taconic will be playing very shortly. Looking forward to checking that one out.
Whittick down the line, doesn't go. Tatro's shot is blocked inside, and it goes over to Monument. Yeah. Ball slapped away. It'll stay with the Spartans. Crossover dribble there, down the lane, and score for Sam Barcinas, just a freshman.
He plays some good minutes in a JV game we watched, too.
Yeah,
Which Monument also won. They got an impressive program. They had a real solid JV team, and obviously this offense and defense on the varsity is impressive as well.
And it's been all Monument. They lead it here, 78-47. And they're going to be a travel on the outside.
No surprise, the Hoosac kids are playing hard right to the end. They've got their bench in, but they're playing good defense. They're crashing the boards on offense.
On the lane goes Moynihan. His shot does not go. And they're going to call a foul up front. A little bit of frustration there by Moynihan. And Tetro's going to check out of the game. And Decker back in for Hoosac Valley. Down the lane, nice pass there, and score it for Barcenas. He's got 4 now. And a foul out on front.
Coach Colas getting all his kids into the game.
Oh, for sure. Pass stolen away.
Hot potato there for a second.
It was for a moment. And Griffin Tupont will get it set for Monument. Strong move to the basket and score it by Jason Koloski. That's his first hoop. Whittick steps back and doesn't get his shot to go.
Halfway
and
down.
Moynihan
Oh.
and score it.
He's still playing his heart out
Yep.
there.
Trevor Moynihan.
So it's good hands. His hands are always on the ball on those
Yep.
rebounds.
He's got 8 points tonight. We're under a minute to go here.
You bring it down, he's going to make you pay.
And a rebound action there by Decker. Moynihan thought about it for a minute. Gonna run along the baseline. Wicks long three-pointer. No good. And Monument gonna take it away. And that's gonna do it, I think, here in this one, as Monument's gonna let the clock run out with 15 seconds to go. And this has been an impressive total effort by Monument Mountain. And 8 seconds to go here. And that's going to put Monument on the line.
Sure, coach wants his kids to play hard to the end, but
Right.
a little loss of composure there.
Right. And Finn Wheeler misses the first. Got one more here with 8 seconds to go. And he gets the second. And that's going to do it here at Hoosac Valley. An impressive performance by Monument Mountain. They come away with the victory, 83-49. And Rick, you got a rundown of the scoring here.
I do. First of all, for Monument Mountain, the victors tonight, 83 points averaging, as we said, over 75 for the season so far. They were led by Khalil Carson at 29 points, Manny Brown with 20, 9 for Isaiah Kiefner. Griffin McElroy had 7, and Sebastian Guit-Ramirez had 8. 83 points for the Hoosac Valley Hurricanes. Hats off to Frank Field, who played almost literally the entire game and fought for every point he had. 17 for Frank Field, only Hurricane in double figures. Trevor Monahan had 8, along with Quinnell Bradley. Joey McGovern and Aiden Wicks had 4, and 2 apiece for David Decker, Caden Tatro, Will Hakes, and Matt Wittick. So a season low of 49 points for the Hurricanes. And I agree, Tim. That's an incredible performance by the Monument Mountain Spartans. And it was a pleasure to watch this game. We know our local kids. We know the Hurricanes pretty well, but we got a taste of what Monument basketball is all about.
And, John, as we talked about throughout the broadcast, as impressive offensively as Monument is, it really, really starts with that defense.
Right. They play great defense every possession, whether it's in the full court or the half court. Their half court defense is really a clinic. I mean, they contest every passing lane. They contest every dribble drive to the basket. They have great footwork stepping in and stopping the drives. And as much as everybody talks about what the points they score, a lot of those points come from it starts on a defense end of the court by forcing teams to turn the ball over, take tough shots, and then they attack and transition every single possession. So if you don't get back, they're going to score easy basket after easy basket, and it's going to be a tough night. And I tell you, they scored 83 tonight against a good defensive team. I would say it'd be a chore to keep them under 70, truthfully.
Right. I agree. That's a very accurate observation. That's how potent they are offensively. As you said, they put 5 people on that floor at all times that can handle the basketball and score it.
Right. They play both ends of the court. Their defense is strong. I just can't say enough good things about what they did tonight. They were impressive, and Hoosac competed the whole game. They were just a little overmatched physically and just a little more of a veteran presence, I think, with Monument. And their, as you said, their defense was so impressive tonight, and it keyed by 5 players that can play both ends of the court, rebound, and just make good decisions.
Frank Field scored 17 tonight for Hoosac Valley to lead them, but he earned every one of them. There's no question about that.
Yeah, he gave everything he had on the court tonight. There was when he came out of the game, he was literally exhausted. He guarded Carlson on one end of the court and played offense, brought the ball up the court, rebounds. Impressive performance by Field tonight, just battling the whole way.
Okay, that's going to do it for our broadcast here tonight at Hoosac Valley. For my broadcast sidekicks, John Franzoni and Rick Bua, I'm Tim Morey. The final score tonight, it was all Monument Mountain, and they come away with the win, 83-49. For Northern Berkshire Community Television, we want to thank our producer, cameraman, Peter Gentile, for his work here tonight. And remember, you can watch all our games on Channel 1302, and, of course, High School Basketball Weekly every Thursday at 7:30, rebroadcast Saturday at 10 a.m. and Sunday night at 7 o'clock, followed by our game of the week. So for our broadcast crew, the final again, Monument 83, Hoosac Valley 49. Good night.